Right now, live at 5, Grandma's Marathon canceled. For the first time in the event's history, the June favorite won't happen. And the White House says they're unveiling new details about extended social distancing guidelines today.
Coming up, we'll introduce you to a Fond du Lac reservation woman who's beating the isolation blues by teaching her community a unique skill.
Plus, an Iron Range woman is doing what she can to support medical professionals on the front lines of the COVID-19 fight.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Here's a live look from what is usually the finish line of Grandma's Marathon. But today we learned race officials have made the tough decision to cancel the race this year due to COVID-19. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. For the first time in its 44-year history, Grandma's Marathon has canceled its 2020 races due to COVID-19. Race officials say they had to consider the fact that the marathon, half marathon, and 5K bring tens of thousands of people from all over the world to the Twin Ports each June. CBS 3's Ryan Campo joins us live from Grandma's finish line in Canal Park. Ryan, this event is a big one for people, brings in a ton of people to our region and a ton of money as well.
Yeah, that's right. The third Saturday in June, the road behind me here in Canal Park, as well as the entire race course up the North Shore, is normally filled with fans and runners. But that won't be the case this year. And according to estimates from Visit Duluth, this emptiness could cause a $9 to $10 million blow to Duluth. The decision to cancel also means a bit of a financial blow to runners who had registered for the races. Instead of offering a refund, Grandma's is giving a 20% discount to any registered runners who want to race in 2021. Race organizers said because they are a nonprofit, your registration fees have been converted to a donation. They say that allows you to claim the entry fee you paid as a tax write-off. They're also offering a virtual version of the race that any registered runners will automatically be entered in.
That was the toughest part of the decision, is knowing that we have to now go back and tell the runners all we can do is a virtual option. We're offering a discount for next year. Even a 20% discount on our registration next year is going to set us back potentially close to $500,000. And we're going to have to make that up, and we think we can. But that's what we're thinking of first, is the impact it has on this community.
As for the virtual version of the races, all you need to do is run your race wherever you want, whenever you want. As long as you upload your results online by July 31st, you'll still receive your finisher, t-shirt, and medal. Now, as we mentioned, this was supposed to be the marathon's 44th anniversary. Now, race officials say next year they will move forward with the 45th event that will be taking place June 18th and 19th. And coming up at 10, we hear from a veteran marathoner as well as a first-timer on how this decision is impacting them.
They're no doubt, I would assume, going to be rather disappointed. CBS 3's Ryan Campo live for us in Canal Park tonight. Thanks, Ryan.
Just 3 days after saying they were only thinking about layoffs, Essentia took action, putting 500 people on administrative leave. The hospital announced the layoffs last night. Reps say they made the call and told staff yesterday. The hospital is predicting a 20 to 40% drop in revenue because they're no longer doing elective visits and procedures. At a press conference last Thursday, Essentia's Dr. John Pryor acknowledged it may seem counterintuitive to reduce staffing at a time like this.
We are trying to preserve our resources, recognizing this is a marathon. If you don't have the money to pay people to be here to take care of, when we really have a surge, that's going to be a major problem. So we are trying to be responsible about that.
Essentia says the people impacted by the layoffs can use paid leave or sick time or apply for unemployment. They will be able to keep their health insurance.
Thousands of people around the region are now unemployed as work shuts down due to the pandemic. Northwest Wisconsin's Concentrated Employment Program wants you to know they are still able to help. CEP is a private nonprofit corporation. They're not meeting face-to-face right now, but say they are still available to chat over the phone or online, helping people who've lost their job plan what to do next. For more information on the services provided by the CEP, you can find the link to their website on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Meanwhile, Wisconsin's Governor Tony Evers wants to issue a major disaster declaration for the state. The Democratic governor sent a letter to FEMA today asking President Trump to issue the order. Evers said the state's response to COVID-19 virus has exceeded the resources currently available. He says this would open up other options to curb the spread. Evers declared a public health emergency on March 12th in response to the outbreak.
They hope they don't need them, but they have to be ready if they do. That was the message today from the Minnesota Emergency Management Director about setting up temporary hospitals for coronavirus patients. Joe Kelly says they visited 7 sites and validated 5, which can accommodate 600 extra hospital beds. Their goal, find sites to house more than 2,700 beds. The team was in Duluth looking at locations today, working to be ready for the surge.
The Trump administration is rolling out stricter social distancing guidelines based on updated coronavirus models. As announced Monday, they will be extended 30 days. That means they are in effect until April 30th. Additionally, White House Coronavirus Task Force member Dr. Anthony Fauci says recommendations for wide use of face masks are being actively discussed, though he also says healthcare workers must have priority. Several major U.S. companies have stepped up in recent weeks, producing ventilators, face masks, and other personal protection equipment. But governors from states large and small say they are still unable to secure the medical supplies they need.
Like being on eBay with 50 other states, and now FEMA is bidding on top of the 50.
Meanwhile, the Food and Drug Administration has authorized the use of a rapid test that could get results within minutes. Health experts are calling it transformative in the fight against coronavirus.
Let's take a quick look at cases in the region. Michigan has more than 7,000 cases with over 200 deaths. Minnesota has topped 600 cases with 12 deaths. And Wisconsin has over 1,300 cases with 16 deaths. Of the 850,000 cases around the world, there have been more than 175,000 recoveries. If you have questions about COVID-19 symptoms or treatments, you can call the numbers listed on your screen. We also have these numbers available on CBS3Duluth.com. Just click the coronavirus tab.
All right, let's get a quick look at the weather. Dave, a lot of sunshine out there for us today.
Oh, yeah. Today was beautiful, Tony, thanks to the second day of high pressure and control of our region. So we've got a live local look to take at Ascove here. And, you know, in that beautiful stretch you get from Mont du Lac down to Sandstone, just a lot of gorgeous country. And that's holding true today. The sky is blue. The snow is slowly retreating. But tomorrow it'll be gray, and there's a slight chance for some fresh snow to come down. We're eyeing up the high-pressure system in control now to leave, and a rain-snow mix will come to call for Wednesday. But once we get past Wednesday into Thursday, it'll probably shift over to all rain, so I don't think any snow is really going to stick this time around, but it could be sticking around for a little bit of time. Here's a quick look at the out-the-door day planner for Wednesday. Goes up to a 50% chance for the mix by tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk about how long it will stick around coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, from crafters in Gilbert to a sewing factory in Bayfield, we show you how everyday people are helping those impacted by COVID-19.
And tonight at 6, while businesses are dealing with a dramatic drop in revenue, for many, their rent checks are due tomorrow. We take a look at what options are available to help them make ends meet.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
Through Hardee's for the new charbroiled stars. And what a deal. 2 for just $5. If these burgers could talk, they'd say, we're charbroiled and cheesy. But they can't. They're burgers.
Drive through and try the new charbroiled stars at Hardee's. Mix and match, 2 for $5.
Senor.
The Garage. It's your space. Get a garage fit for all of your agricultural needs with our Farmer 40 by 40 garage. Store all the equipment needed to get the job done. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced right.
A great smile is so much more than just a physical attribute. It's a part of every laugh, adventure, milestone, and connection. At Lake Dental, our team is committed to getting to know you and your specific dental needs. With our IV sedation, forget any dental anxiety and wake up with a new smile. Express yourself confidently with the help of Lake Dental, where artistry is in every smile.
Call Lake Dental today for your free smile analysis.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
With so many nourishing shades, a color change is easy. Nutrice has 77. From our darkest blacks to our lightest blondes. It nourishes while it colors, plus avocado, olive, and shea. Change a little or a lot. Nutrice, nourished hair, better color. By Garnier, naturally.
Star Trek Enterprise. Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Drive through Hardee's for the new Western Bacon Cheeseburger. Tangy barbecue sauce, Applewood smoked bacon, crispy onion rings. All my favorite foods on one burger.
Drive through and try the new charbroiled stars at Hardee's. Mix and match 2 for $5.
Feed your
happy.
Welcome back to CBS3 Live at 5. Here is a live look at beautiful Bayfield, Wisconsin. Looks like another sunny day there. But as we learned earlier today, the third confirmed case of COVID-19 has been confirmed. Unsung heroes are doing their part to support healthcare workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. From crafters in Gilbert to a sewing factory in Bayfield, we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting off in Virginia, where professional snowboarder and Virginia native Mark Wilson recently returned to his home state as part of an X Games reel show where athletes partner with a film crew to produce a unique, one-of-a-kind snowboard edit. It's all part of an X Games viral competition to see who can produce the best original video. The video features images from Duluth, Minneapolis, and St. John's. Wilson says the X Games reached out to him to produce the video, and he was happy to be part of the experience. You can find the video on the X Games website. In Gilbert, an area woman is taking her craft skills to support medical professionals on the front lines of the COVID-19 fight. Sharon Aslin has gotten to work on turning out as many PPE masks as possible while materials last. She says she got the idea after her daughter sent her a text with a picture of the hospital masks and requested she make more. Sharon says it takes her roughly 15 minutes to create a mask. Heading now to Wisconsin, where a local company is also doing their part to support first responders and healthcare workers. Stormy Cromer has answered the call to retool their manufacturing in order to supply medical masks for hospital staff who are in desperate need of PPE. They are also working on gowns and booties. According to their Facebook page, Stormy Cromer is ready to produce over 1,000 masks. And finally, in Hayward, the governor's fishing opener has been canceled until next year. The opening event was scheduled to take place the weekend of May 1st through the 3rd, but due to COVID-19, it will no longer take place. The regular fishing season is still scheduled to take place. Next year's opening event will be April 30th. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it could be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, how a traffic stop turned to tears for a heartwarming reason. Details coming up.
This live picture shows it's a grand day in Grand Portage. Sky is blue, but tomorrow the sky will be gray. We all get a rain chance coming around, and it will stick around for a while. And that while we'll show you on the 7-day forecast coming up right after our break.
Charge your phasers for Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Every second, 127 new devices connect to the internet. You can feel it happening. Our digital world expanding with every breath. We're entering a whole new era of connectivity, and Mediacom will be ready to power it with one of the nation's first 10G platforms. We'll be bringing you more speed, more capacity, more security, and the power to be more than you ever dreamed possible.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers. In 2015, the Internal Agency for Research on Cancer warned that overexposure to Roundup and other weed killers may increase the risk of developing non-Hodgkin lymphoma. More evidence found that Monsanto may have known that Roundup was likely linked to organ damage and cancer. This information was hidden from the public as proprietary trade secret since 1981, and Monsanto may have failed to adequately warn about the potential risk of cancer. A California jury found Monsanto's weed killer caused a groundkeeper's cancer and issued a verdict for $78 million. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call the Sentinel Group now. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor.
Please call 800-627-1826.
Wash your hands. Avoid sick people and touching your face. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
I don't like bullies, and I don't like you.
Star Trek Voyager.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, let's start off with a live look up Highway 53. Here's the Ash Lake area. And just like the other live shots we've shown here today, it's gorgeous. The sky is blue thanks to high pressure that's in control of our region. I get so excited about the weather, sometimes I start hiccuping, but that'll pass, and so will the sunshine. We've got clouds coming in tomorrow and a chance for some rain coming in, with perhaps a touch of snow mixed in, at least initially. Once we get into Thursday, though, it'll probably shift over to straight-up rain for a couple of days and could accumulate to the tune of an inch from Wednesday night all the way through Friday. So that's a slow, steady way to get it, but still could trigger some flooding troubles here on frozen ground, so watch out for that. Current conditions at the airport in Duluth. Sunny right now, 37 degrees, so cooler by the lake. Some towns inland did indeed crack 50 again. Easterly wind, it's going 11 miles per hour. Relative humidity right now is 62%. And current temperatures, yeah, there you go. International Falls, 52 or 54. Grand Rapids, close to 50, 49. But then you get to the Mesabi Range, the heart of it, and towards the lake, we drop into the 30s and the 40s. Even Moose Lake to the south is only in the 40s. And much of northern Wisconsin has been covered by the 40s as well. The UP dominated by the 30s right now. Eventually, we will warm up once we shake off the cloud cover. But you know, I don't think that'll happen until about Saturday or so. So from tomorrow through Friday, it's going to be cloudy with a pretty decent chance for rain, which we'll show you in just a little bit. Right now, we show you the Doppler map that still has the high pressure in control. So the sky is fairly clear from the UP through Wisconsin into much of northern Minnesota. But towards the west, towards Fargo, clouds and showers starting to creep in. And that's because a low pressure system, from the west is starting to exit the Dakotas towards our region. For Wednesday, especially in the afternoon and evening, we get the 50% chance, 40 to 50% chance for a mix. But then as this warm front works through and starts to send temperatures back up at least a little bit here, we turn over to rain by Thursday, stays rain through Friday. Finally, by Saturday, both of these lows get out of our picture and sunshine comes around, if only for a day. Now, we'll show you the 7-day forecast here. Tonight, Minnesota, low temps. They go from 20 inland to 30 by the lake, increasing clouds into Wisconsin and Michigan. A little bit warmer there, low temps 26 to 28, fairly narrow band as the clouds increase. So for tomorrow, 40% chance by late tomorrow afternoon in Wisconsin and Michigan for this mix coming around. 45 to 52 for the top temps. Minnesota high temps, 38 to 40 by the lake, about 43 to 50 farther inland. 50% chance for the mix by tomorrow evening. And then that turns into a 60% chance of rain on Thursday, maybe an 80% chance of rain here come Friday. Saturday, though, the payoff. If you're patient, we get rid of the clouds, we bring in sunshine. Only low 40s here by the lake, but farther inland, folks could be cracking 50 and maybe even teasing 60.
That sounds nice. But
Yeah,
for
it sure
now,
does.
I guess get the raincoat ready and the boots and the umbrella, huh?
Yeah, and watch out for localized flooding in the ditches because the ground is still fairly frozen and away from the lake. pretty good snowpack still on the ground.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
A Minnesota state trooper moved a doctor to tears when he turned what should have been a speeding ticket into a heartwarming act of kindness. Dr. Sarush Janjua, a cardiologist at a coronavirus quarantine unit in Duluth, was pulled over by Trooper Brian Schwartz for speeding on I-35 near North Branch on March 21st. Instead of a ticket, Schwartz handed Janjua 5 N95 masks he was supposed to use as protection, along with a firm warning for speeding.
With stay-at-home orders in effect in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, people everywhere are trying to find ways to keep themselves busy and avoid feeling isolated. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez introduces us to a Fond du Lac woman who is looking to moccasin making and gratitude for help.
So I flew home thinking, the world would continue, and as it was, and everything changed.
After returning from a trip to Banff recently, Sarah Agaton-House's life had changed dramatically.
I'm a really extroverted person, and so this has been really difficult.
She went from being out and about in the community to being quarantined for the last 3 weeks.
Being so isolated from each other is really difficult, especially for people who are used to being an intergenerational community all the time.
She's relying on her art to get her through. Agaton-House usually teaches people face-to-face how to make moccasins, but now she's directing her knowledge to virtually helping others who are also stuck at home.
Helping share a beadwork tip of the day on my blog, posting things on my Instagram of here's another tip you could try, here's another thing you could try.
But it gets tough. Agaton-House says she misses that special face-to-face connection.
I really love being around people, and I really miss that just personal connection that you get, that energy you get from other people.
Many Americans right now are feeling that exact same way, says UMD Assistant Professor of Public Health, Marzelle Gray.
As humans, we all have, we thrive on connections and being connected to other people.
Gray says it's vital to still find ways to keep the connection alive, whether it be through social media, webcam services, and FaceTime. Also, having a daily routine can help fight the feeling of isolation.
When you get up in the morning, still go through your day like you normally would. Get up, get ready like you're going to work. Set yourself aside into an area where you can do some work and focus, but then take breaks.
Another way that has been working for Agaton-House is by remembering what she's grateful for at times of uncertainty.
And I'm so grateful that we're here, we're alive, and we've come from so much hardship that we're still here, and I am going to just keep digging into that well of patience every day and stay here, and I get to get a lot of...
Well, it's time now to talk about adorable pets in our region. Today we're going to Precious Paws in my hometown of Chisholm. This is Bandit. He's sweet and playful and loves to be brushed. He likes to be around people and prefers kids and likes other cats. Poor Bandit was attacked by a dog, so he's not a big fan of them anymore. But this little 2-year-old is neutered and has all of his shots. If you'd like to learn more about him, call the number on your screen or visit the Precious Paws website.
Still to come, Duluth's Housing Task Force makes a recommendation to the mayor on how to address the affordable housing shortage in the city.
Your work is your name. You live by it. At Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, we take our name, our work, just as seriously. John Deere excavators, skid steers, and loaders have the compact agility and big-time ability you need to finish the job. Comfortable, affordable, and backed by a 2-year, 2,000-hour full machine warranty. Standard. In-person service calls and parts delivery keep you work ready. Our techs are highly trained and incredibly knowledgeable. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. We make sure the work lives up to your name.
Always on the go, but want to keep up with the day's news? Don't worry. Now we are wherever you are. Traveling? No problem. Stream wherever, whenever with live local CBS3.
Jackie, it is us.
Who's that?
Your Aunt Lizzie and Uncle Javier.
Oh, you mean Aunt Hoyty and Uncle Toity?
I have lost all my money.
How?
Overspending and shopping too much and buying way too many things.
Aren't those all the same?
Well, maybe in English.
If you guys are going to live here, you're going to have to contribute.
And where do you think we're going to find the money to do that?
Get jobs!
Broke, premiering Thursday, 9:30, 8:30 Central on CBS.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Elkhorn. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it, you're going to see the authenticity that I think I bring to CBS3 Sports.
Watch sports with Kelly Hinseth on CBS3. The coronavirus story continues to change, both around the world and here at home. We know you have questions and concerns. At Live Local CBS3, our focus is to keep you informed and up to date on the evolving COVID-19 virus story. We'll continue to talk to healthcare professionals to get the information you need to know. Focused on bringing you facts, not fear. That's our promise. We're Live Local CBS3. Local for a reason. CBS3 is going live at 5, focusing on bringing you hyper-local news and weather. Getting the stories that impact your community the most, right down to your neighborhood.
130-year-old.
We're live outside the Husky refinery.
The city of Duluth is getting a new hockey rink.
A new convention center is coming to Virginia.
Special ed here in Finland welcomes the mushers from
CBS3, live at 5. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
6 recommendations have been sent to Duluth's mayors to help address the housing shortage in the city. Last fall, Mayor Emily Larson created a housing task force. The idea was to address home ownership issues facing those that make $50,000 a year or less. That's half of Duluth's population. The results of their findings have been released. Among the suggestions are creating a housing trust fund, land donations, loan guarantees, and more. The task force says they believe their ideas offer a limited but positive contribution to a much broader community discussion on housing. We'll have the full report on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
As Minnesotans continue to stay at home as ordered by Governor Tim Walz, mining employees continue to clock in. The governor deemed them essential workers due to the impact the industry has across the state and the country. Tonight at 10, we're hearing how companies are keeping employees who are coming into work safe while keeping the products going out.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, the White House is expected to update its social distancing guidelines. Will it include a recommendation to wear masks? And a CBS News exclusive, we speak to the Secretary of Defense about that urgent situation for sailors aboard a deployed aircraft carrier. Plus, with the first of the month comes bills. Our Jill Schlesinger has tips if you're having trouble making ends meet. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Star Trek Enterprise. Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
The Garage, it's your space. Get a garage fit for all of your agricultural needs with our Farmer 40x40 garage. Store all the equipment needed to get the job done. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages, built right, priced right.
Pizza Hut's serving all your family's favorites. And now you can get a large pizza with up to 3 toppings for just $9.99. That's less than $3 a person for a family of 4. Available for carryout or ask about contactless delivery. From our hut to yours.
My 95.7 is the Northland's best variety all day. From Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 to Lady Gaga and Bryan Adams. Always family and office friendly. My 95.7, your life, your music.
Hi, Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz here. We're in an unprecedented situation in our fight against COVID-19. Please note that the state of Minnesota and our private sector partners are doing everything we can to keep you safe, but we need your help. Minnesotans, stay home. Let's flatten the curve on COVID. Let's make sure that we keep our family, our friends, and our neighbors safe. And if you need more information, please go to the Minnesota Department of Health website. Together, Minnesotans will defeat this and come out better on the other side. Thank you.
Kelly Hinstead takes her job at full throttle. There's no slowing down. She's full of enthusiasm.
Kelly brings a youthful exuberance to the newscast. She's loaded with energy. She's really passionate about sports.
I think even if you're not interested in sports, she draws you in.
She's always up and ready to go and ready to show us the latest in sports.
Get to know Kelly Hinstead weekday nights on live local CBS3.
Charge your phasers for Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Here is a live look out over Canal Park as we head into the evening. Let's take a look back at our top stories from 5. Grandma's Marathon has been canceled for the first time in history due to the coronavirus. Event organizers made the announcement earlier today. Coming up at 6, we hear from racers who are preparing to run in the marathon.
And also tonight at 6, tomorrow is April 1st, which means rent is due for most business owners and renters. For many who have been laid off or forced to temporarily shut down their business due to COVID-19, this comes with a lot of anxiety. We're taking a look at how one local business owner is making it work tonight at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.